Hi, how are you doing, guys? Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Moraa Times and welcome to the Moraa Times podcast. Woo! So in this episode, I'll talk about a lot of things, and I'll start off with the already ended AFCON 2023. Lakini before nianze mambo za AFCON 2023 and all the highlights and everything that I liked about it, content creation si rahisi. I wish someone angenichukua tu kando na mimi Moraa Times kuja hapa nikwambie kitu come sit here. Content creation is not easy actually. It's like a full-time job plus uongeze unafanya kazi ya asubuhi na mchana na usiku. So to all content creators out there, as we continue swiftly, all content creators out there, big up to everything that you're doing. I salute you and keep doing you. So as I said earlier on, we're gonna discuss a lot about a lot of things, and some of the things are my AFCON 2023 takeaway, key takeaway and highlights. Also, another thing that I would like to talk about is, of course, the winners of the AFCON 2023 will be playing with Kenya around the stars in the World Cup qualifiers. So I'll come to that later on. But also other things that I'll talk about and highlight include the FKF Premier League game week 21, the results and how the table looks, and as well lazima niongelele kandanda ya wanadada, my girls, you know. And I love the fact that Kenya Police Bullets versus Viga Queens people turned up. That match was electrifying. I love how passionate football fans in Kenya are growing to be, and now they're showing up in the fields. So, AFCON imekuwa tu na mambo mingi, but there is something that I really loved, the opening ceremony and the closing ceremony. It's from this AFCON I learned about the hit song that is on everyone's TikTok right now, the Tamsa song. Vibes. Even the way the national players from different countries, Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, they were coming into the pitch. I loved it. That is some of the things that I loved about AFCON. The opening ceremony, of course, the songs that were made with the Kina Yemi Alade, like everything about it, the culture, the fashions, the babes at the AFCON 2023. Through the AFCON 2027 for Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania. Guys, I hope you'll be taking notes. Taifa Stars, you at Cote d'Ivoire. Musituangushe tafadhali. I know Kenya. I saw a president take a picture with the FIFA president and the other presidents in Africa. Tafadhali. Hiyo benchmarking ambayo babu na mambo anaenda kufanya, naomba tu ifanye kazi. 2027 musituangushe. Sisi kama content creators, we'll be there, we are ready, we have been taking notes. Shout out to all football journalists and content creators that made us move closer to Cote d'Ivoire. This coverage exposes our talent out there. And you know, as I usually say, coverage is equals to value. If someone is out there, is exposed and is seen, after the value inapanda. I love how the Premier League, the English Premier League clubs have always been consistent about posting the players that have been participating in AFCON and letting the world know that some of the players are participating in this AFCON and how they're participating. That is one way of putting African footballers on the world scale map. The coverage in this AFCON has been splendid. We have had, specifically in the last final between Cote d'Ivoire and Nigeria, we had over 33 cameras. And just to mention a few of the media houses that were there, included beIN, we had Super Sports, Sky Sports, of course Subs from South Africa, Azam Media was there, we had Sports TV Portugal, we had Sports Italia, we had Sports Digital, BBC, we had Zigo, we had Sports Club, we had La Liga, we had Afro Sport, we have Nigeria Broadcasting Sport, we had FunCode, we had plenty of many. So in the last match only we had 33 cameras from different media houses, and That is one key thing that I've noticed, and the fact that Africa Cup of Nations imeanza kuwa na this kind of coverage shows how much of importance and how much of pride as Africans we have right now. Now, this coverage is doing marvelous things to the African footballers. You will see after this AFCON 2023 the kind of even value they'll put on our footballers. It will be a top notch higher compare na previously on how they've been valuing our footballers. So the only thing that we've been missing is accessibility, and that is what we had. Total coverage. 33 cameras were used in the final opening ceremony. It was splendid, as I have mentioned. We had global music stars, even others from Jamaica. Closing ceremony, the attendance, oh my goodness, look at those stadiums, angalia too. Look at the fans, the turn up. That is the kind of turn up I'm expecting to see in AFCON 2025 in Morocco, and as well the Pamoja bid that will be happening in Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda. We need to maintain this, because this is like a basis for us, other countries, to look at them and say we have to do much better and go up much higher than what Cote d'Ivoire has done. These are my favorite top 5 AFCON players. Of course, I have to start with Sebastian Haller. Guy came from months of chemotherapy. He conquered cancer. He came back after their team was was knocked out of the group stages. He came back. He went to his team, of course. Ivory Coast was back in the game, and he scored the winning goal for Ivory Coast, and that was the one goal that made a difference for Ivory Coast to win this AFCON 2023. He has to be one of my favorites. Simon Adingra from Brighton. He's a baller. He knows football. Just 22 years old. He was named the man of the match between the final of Ivory Coast versus Nigeria that ended in 2-1, a win for Ivory Coast. Right now, Ivory Coast have won 3 times the AFCON, same as Nigeria. Now I think the beef is done. I don't know if it has to continue, but I know Ghanaians were so happy that Nigerians haven't won this AFCON, because that their war has been going on and on. So maybe watakuwa wamebaki na ile war yao ya electricity. Simon Adingra is one of my favorites on this AFCON, and his performance, he went to every performance with his A game. Yani, ungemwona tu from the first minute he walks to the pitch, the last minute he was sweat, you could see he was playing for the badge. He was playing for his nation. His future is bright. That is non-negotiable. Simon Adingra mentioned Sebastian Haller. Bafana goalkeeper, my favorite, Rowan Williams, who I have never seen such a goalkeeper in my life, have to admit. Right now, I'm wowed about Sundowns, and I'll be following him as one of his football analysts. Guy knows ball. Those saves he made versus Cape Verde, marvelous. I loved it. So in 7 games, Rowan Williams made just conceded 3 goals, maintained 5 clean sheets, and 20 saves. If you look at the save percentage he made, were 86.9 save percentage. That has never been seen in South Africa, of course, and also in the AFCON tournament. 5 clean sheets, 7 games, 3 goals conceded, and 20 saves. Marvelous. Another one I can't fail to mention, Emilio Nsu, top scorer of the AFCON 2023 with 5 goals. He won the Golden Boot. And William Troost-Ekong, the best player of the AFCON 2023. He won the best player of the AFCON 2023. And I heard Fabrizio say that some clubs from Saudi Arabia are hiring him. So this is one of the things that I told you that coverage will be doing for us. For a long time, we've never had such a coverage in African Cup of Nations, but this time we did have it, and 2 years from now we'll see the results. Even right now we're already seeing the results, because right now if there's a team that is eyeing Simon Adingra, believe you me, Brighton really gonna make good money from there. Like, The value of Simon and Nigra and other footballers from the Africa Cup of Nations right now, their global value has increased. That is what coverage does to a tournament. So another thing that I liked about the AFCON 2023 is the use of VAR. I would like to read Jose Mourinho's, not really tweet, but what he said concerning the VAR, and then I'll give you my personal view on that. First, as I look for that post, I really loved how the VAR was used personally, because where you felt like there was a foul, it was awarded to that team. Where the ref had to be requested to go and check whether there was a mistake that was done and the ref didn't notice, he went without even having to threaten the coach or the player with a red card or a yellow card. So Jose Mourinho on the usage of VAR at AFCON, one of my best coaches there, I love him. So I have watched AFCON more than European football. They are simply teaching us to be honest. In AFCON, VAR is used exactly the way it should be used. They do not use it to help the money magnet teams or the famous teams. This is why you saw the best out of every team. Because they know VAR is not hired behind the scenes, but is for everyone. He goes on and says, they listen even to their players. If the ref missed something, he goes and checks. In Europe, if I as a coach or a player plead with the ref to go check something, it is a red card for doing that. The headquarters of VAR needs to be cuffed. Hey, AFCON 2023 has shown the world that African football teams, we have discipline and honesty. If this is the image we've put out there, we need to maintain it. Let's not allow politics. Let's not allow interference from outside interference to interfere with the use of VAR, because this is the tournament where VAR was first used and it was used perfectly well. There is no team that felt like the VAR did them bad, like the English Premier League, like the way Jose Mourinho just said. So this was good, and that is one other highlight that I took from there. And hoping in 2025 AFCON in Morocco also they maintain the same, and going forward we really need to have these tournaments being the best tournament in the world. It is the best tournament, but I know the world hasn't adjusted yet, but Africa Cup of Nations should be the best tournament in the world, that everybody stops what they are doing, they just come to Africa to cover it. And it just started. So there's a comment here I really liked from Kebisano. I'll put it somewhere here. He says, my first impression about VAR in this tournament came when the ref picked that penalty for Nigeria against Ivory Coast in the group stages. I didn't expect that to happen, especially against the host nation. This actually happens most of the times. Unapata VAR in favor the host, not even the host team or the host nation. But this time, such thing didn't happen. Hopefully, it continues the same way. So, AFCON 2027, tafadhali, government, Abab Namwamba's office, the FKF office, whoever will be president, I hope you took notes. You took notes and make use of them. We need to surpass what Cote d'Ivoire have done. We need to surpass what AFCON 2025 in Morocco will be doing. We need to be at our best. Most of the things that I noticed, most journalists from Cote d'Ivoire complained about is transport. Lucky enough, Nairobi, we have good transport. Even outside Nairobi in Kenya, we have good transport, we have electricity. So those are list of our concerns. Just make the stadiums ready and we are good to go. Tafadhali. Hata ma players wetu wakifunga bao pale wanaweza slide. Even other nations, we want to have full experience of the AFCON. Please, us as a football, of course, content creator and a football journalist and a #1 football fan, tafadhali, ombiletu tu ni you guys make the stadiums up to par. Yenye hata other visiting nations comes here and they're like, we don't want to go back to our nations, we just want to stay in Kenya. Yes. That is it about AFCON. Maybe also you can comment below and tell me what you loved about AFCON. You know, I saw most of you guys love the beds. I know. We also they came through. We also, even the videos, also. So you guys can comment below and tell me what you really loved or what was your takeaway from the AFCON 2023. Oh, I also learned about other footballers, of course. Many of them, and I'll be following them, of course. This is why I tell you about this tournament. It's so good. You get to know about the gems and the talents that we never knew about, and the local talent. The fact that Bafana won bronze with their local players. I salute you, Go Bros. I salute Mamelodi Sundowns coach. I salute the entire Bafana team and the club Sundowns for Mamelodi Sundowns for doing a really splendid job. And before I move from AFCON, I remember Robin Williams' video where he was speaking about his analysts doing the work for him, and he was appreciating them for the good work they were doing in the background to ensure he made so much saves, the 20 saves. He saved so much penalties in this tournament, and that is one thing I would like the Kenyan football clubs to adapt. Tafadhali, mulisikia from the goalkeeper himself. If you guys don't have analysts, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? You can't expect your coach to be the coach, to be the team manager, to be the team coach, to be the team assistant, team doctor, as you in anabeba uniforms, balls in and after ground, and you expect results. You want a goalkeeper trainer. Look for us. We have a lot of football analysts in Kenya who are doing the job for free right now. Teka pesa zingine kidogo kando. Pay football analysts to do their work. You as a football coach do your work. Team manager fanye kazi yake. Robert Williams alisema kuna more than three football analysts. Unadhani yo saves anaamuka tu, because as a footballer you need to concentrate. Unapoamke uende ucheze urudi. You need someone to keep tabs on all other people, because you want to be keeping tabs with all the tournaments that are happening in the world. In the sports world, a lot of things happen and they move on very fast. So Kenyan football teams, tafadhali, kama mko na masikio msikie. Anyway, so back to the FKF Premier League. So this weekend we had a lot of games happening. Game week 21. Of course, Shabana, as usual, disappointing me. I don't know if they want to go back to NSL, keep going up and down. Na nilisikia watu wakisema pale Nyayo Stadium, if they go under, they could not go up again. So Shabana, we have 15 games remaining. If you can't win more than 6 games, it's bad. I don't know. I don't even want to tell you guys. I don't know. Mulituleta hapa ndo mtupatie pressure ama nini. 4 mabao ine at home. Ine. You're an embarrassment to Amugusi. I have to say to you guys, I left to Nyayo Stadium happy, but I left that place sad. Na mtu ananiuliza tu, hata anashindwa what is the problem with me. It's because of your results. Hata sina nguvu ama uwezo hata wa kujitetea. You guys are putting me in a situation where I can't even defend myself. I can't even wear your jerseys proudly. Yes, I'm a loyal fan, yes. Yes, get me right. But mnaniweka in situations whereby I can't defend myself. Tafadhali Pamzo and your team. I know it's too early for us to give you pressure, but honestly speaking, we just need to win other matches. We can't be doing this. You can't give us hopes. You draw against Nairobi City Stars and then Tusker comes home and hakuna mtu anaweza chukua chance afunge bao hata moja jamani. Whatever you guys is going on, just deal with it. We just need wins, tafadhali. We're not going anywhere. Hatuwezi shinda tukikuwa kwa relegation zone, red zone every time. Come on guys. Anyway, so Gor Mahia another week after Police FC walipata ile kichapo ya Police FC. In this match against Ulinzi Stars, they drew. Bandari versus Nairobi City Stars. Nairobi City Stars went there after their previous draw. After their previous draw with Shabana, barren draw, they went to Mbaraki. They picked 3 points, 1-0. Posta Rangers versus Police FC. Police FC na kiburi yao ya kuchapa Gor Mahia. They went to Machakos. They drew with Posta Rangers, barren draw, 0-0. Talanta versus Sofapaka. The game ended in 1-1. Wacha niwaambie kitu. You see these teams like Talanta and Sofapaka, they usually seem like they don't have fans. Yes, they don't have fans, but those players play good football. So, hizi games zingine ziko na mafans akina Bandari, Gor Mahia, of course, Shabana, Police FC, Ulinzi Stars, Kakamega Boys, Brangasil, they have fans. Put them aside. But Talanta and Sofapaka, they play good football. So, if you're out there looking for a team and you don't know even where to go, even Bitcoin, KCB included, even Posta Rangers, these clubs have players who play football, good football, and they know football. So get a team and support one of those teams. Moroni Youth versus K Sharks. Finally, Kariobangi Sharks, we are happy. Finally, you've gone back to your winning ways. I saw Matthew Kibwat was the man of the match. Congrats to that. I'm glad at least my friend is happy. Toby and William is doing a good job. Please, jaribu pia win bana your games. Stop. Unatupatia pressure kupana na kushuka. And you know we have a soft spot for that club. Shabana Taska niliwaambia, I told you I'm not happy with what they're doing. Bidco United versus Nzoia Sugar. Finally Nzoia Sugar wins again. FC Leopards versus Moraa. FC Leopards, they are on a good form. They've been winning with small margins. I don't know if they're aiming for top 4, top 6, maybe after game week 25 tutajua. KCB versus Kakamega Homeboys. Kakamega Homeboys are finally to winning ways. KCB sijui walipatana na nini. The first 10 matches of the season, KCB walikuwa wanapatiana pressure 1 2 3 4. They couldn't move from past 5. Hapo tu wako tu Bandari, KCB, Moraa, Posta Rangers, Gor Mahia. I don't know what's happening at KCB. KCB fans kina Sevin award atuambie what's happening. The table, this is how the table looks. Gor Mahia, of course, leading with 44 points. Nairobi City Stars following 37. Posta Rangers with 36. Tusker with 34. But teams that are looking at finishing top 4 include Gor Mahia, Nairobi City Stars, Tusker, and AFC Leopards. Police. Because Bandari, I feel like pia wao kama wananga vision. I don't know, but they give me those vibes. If they really wanted to win, they could collect points from Nairobi City Stars. They are teams that they are not taking advantage of. Nairobi City Stars are very quiet, but I like the way they are giving so much pressure to Gor Mahia. Gor Mahia, please, if you're gonna win this season, take us to CAF. Bottom 3 teams, Nzoia Sugar with 16 points, following closely. They just promoted NSL champions, Shabana FC, unatuibisha with 18 points. Alafu tuko na Moroni Youth hapo, number 16 with 20 points. K Sharks number 15 with 22 points. Moraa also, they have been dropping. I don't know, wanataka ku join Shabana in together to go back to NSL and they continue with their battle. I don't know. Maybe Moraa fans mnaweza comment below mniambie. But so far so good. That's how the table looks. Hapo kwa mid table tuko na KCB number 10, Ulinzi Stars number 11, and Moraa of course number 12. That's how it looks. But my top 4, Mwambeni, Gor Mahia, Nairobi City Stars, Police, and FC Leopards, they'll be up top 6. They'll be aiming for that as the season goes on. So guys, as the Premier League goes on, we also have the Women Premier League that goes on. We are in game week 14. I managed to attend Police Bullets versus Viga Queens, the biggest match in this last weekend. Nilipiga mdomo na niliona at least ilifanya kazi because pale Police hapo niliona a lot of fans walifika kwenye ground and I really loved the atmosphere. Game ilisha 1-0. Of course, as I predicted, Tumaini Wariaula angefunga bao but hakuweza kufunga. Let's just say it was a bad day in office, but still, I love what I'm seeing in the Kenya Women Premier League. We have top 4 teams going back to back. Yani, kuna hiyo competition ambayo inaleta the health balance and the healthy competition in the league. Na mnajua tukiendelea hivi, uko CAF naona we having new members there. So Kenya Police Bullets hiyo wanajipiga kifua kwa sababu wao ndio wametangulia kwenye jedwali na 31 points, following closely with the Viga Queens of course with 28 points. Ulinzi Starlets. I need to take water. Wow. Kenya Police Bullets, Viga Queens, alafu tuko na Ulinzi Starlets. Ulinzi Starlets are also doing really a good job. With 26 points, position 3. Also, we have Kibera Soccer Ladies. Maximila Robi with 2 assists so far. If I'm wrong, tafadhali comment below. But these top 4 teams nawaambia, they are bringing the heat and competition that we have been yearning to have in the Kenya Women Premier League. Tafadhali, if you've never watched any women's football team play, just look for any match and watch. The quality that right now we have in the women's football, it has improved, my guys. I love what I'm seeing on the pitch. We have quality. Fans are coming back they're coming back to the stadium, and I'm loving it. So this week we had Kibera Soccer Ladies versus Wadadia. Kibera Soccer Ladies won the match 4-2. Bungoma Queens were given a walkover by Gospel Women. That's for women. I don't know. This is the second walkover they're giving in this season, and I'm not loving it. Because the last time we had Tanzania Falcons dedicated because they gave 3 walkovers, and they had financial troubles. Right now, Gas for Women are also following suit, and this is not the scenes that we want to see going forward. Another fixture that we had this weekend was Moraa Starlets versus Zitex Sparks. Moraa Starlets scooped the 3 points where they scored 3 goals to 2 goals versus Nzoia Sugar. Someone is behind there confusing me. So Moraa Starlets versus Zitex Sparks. Game ended 3-2, a win for Moraa Starlets. They scored 3 goals where Zitex Sparks managed to score 2. So we had also Ulinzi Starlets versus Nakuru City Queens. They managed to score 2 goals versus 1. Let's look at the Ulinzi Starlets goals. Splendid. Yes, so a quick recovery to Diana Shakarva, and all the best and quick recovery. We'd love to see you back on the pitch. Also, there is a team in Embu for all the women that is playing. It's not in any division, like it's not playing in any league. They're just playing for fun. I'll embed it somewhere here, Mwangalie. That is something that we'd love to see. If you've seen women of this caliber, of this age, playing football for fitness purposes and because they love football, I can for sure say that there is future in the women's football in Kenya. We just need to invest in it and stop eating a lot of money from it. So this is how the table looks. Kenya Police Bullets venye nilisema uko on top with 31 points. Vihiga Queens following closely, Ulinzi Starlets, alafu tuko na Kibera Soccer Ladies, Wadadia, alafu Moraa Starlets number 6 with 15 points. Zitex Sparks 7th position with 12 points, and Bungoma Queens on 8th position with 12. So Kasazits, my team, has only played 11 matches. They have 11 points. They're position 9. Nakuru City Queens pia wako na 11 points. They're position 10. Of course, Tanzania Falcons were relegated already, and that's for women. It's like they're following suit. Those are some of the things that I wanted to talk about in this episode. Tafadhali guys, let's keep supporting football in Kenya. Let's keep going to the stadiums. Let's keep following all the football content creators out there. Box to box, they're doing really a good job. We have Football K, which I belong to. It's a movement that is driving fans back to the stadium. Tafadhali. Follow us across all social media platforms. You can see here even today I am drinking my water from Football K water bottle. We have such merchandise. If you follow us, you'll get to know all our merchandises that we sell and at how much. Follow Football K across all social media platforms. And of course, other football content creators, there's so many. I'll make a video about them in another video, another episode. For now, guys, thank you so much for watching through my video to the end. Make sure you subscribe, comment, share. Subscribe, comment, share. And maybe if you're looking in your house and you're wondering where your cocoa butter went, thank you so much, guys. I was Moraa, and bye-bye. You're always my MVP. Sawa sawa. Adios. Bye-bye. I love you guys.